Hey guys, how you doing? Joshua Earp here, and just wanted to film a quick video here to give you some tips on how to run the most elite network marketing practice that you can. Okay? Now, first thing I want to talk about is prioritization. So there's actually a formula that I came up with, and Martin Scorsese's business partner, Jerry Shamalis, one of my clients' great friends, he absolutely loves this that I shared with him because it completely revolutionized and changed his life, and it has done mine and countless others that I've taught throughout the years. So the first thing is we call it OPEN as an analogy, OPEN. Okay, what it stands for is O is organization. Okay, P is prioritization, and then E is execution with delegation and accountability. So execution. And then N is for networking. So it's OPEN, right? Which is OPEN. Organization, prioritization, execution with delegation and accountability, and networking. Okay? So those are very important things worth writing down, honestly, and basing everything in your life. Because part of being a successful network marketer is being organized, prioritized, knowing what to do when. I mean, quite frankly, because a lot of times, like, people, they may start a new hobby or a new career path, say, for instance, network marketing, and they're not as successful as they could be, and they're wondering why. And it's because they haven't used the OPEN formula. So let's break down each individual letter so that we can go deeper into that, okay? So the first one is O, which stands for open, right? That's the first letter. So, it stands for organization. So, what I recommend, every single one of my students does this. So, basically, you have to create a to-do list of all the things you need to do. And this applies to life management as well as it does business, by the way. So if it's life, it's all your life stuff, all your errands you have to run, people you have to talk to. If it's business, it's people you have to talk to, things you have to do, etc., etc. But you're going to organize the list. You're going to, first of all, before you even organize, you're going to do what's called a brain dump, or you're going to download all the thoughts and ideas in your brain, and you're going to put that on paper or on your notes on your laptop. I use notes because it's a lot faster. I do, however, have these pens. And a lot of times I'll draw like different things on them as well, but most of the time I'm using my notes because it's just a lot faster. So the main thing is organization. So what do I mean by that? So once you get all those thoughts from your head onto paper, you have to organize them so that they're in subsets. So like, this is everything I have to do today. This is everything maybe tomorrow. This is everything that's important. This is everything that's urgent. This is everything that's urgent and important, because not everything's always urgent and important, etc. So the whole thing is just getting it out of your brain where it can easily disappear and never come back to on some physical, tangible, item, whether that's notepad, whether that's notes on your computer, etc. So that way you have the data. Now, the thing is now that you've done that, let's see, OP, so P is prioritization, okay? So now you have to prioritize. You have to figure out, okay, out of all these data sets, like, how should I rearrange it? What should I put at the top? What's the most important? There's a whole nother separate video I could do on this, asking yourself what is important, but constantly doing that is really key, because what's important today may not be important later. And what's important later, that you think may be important later may not be as important today, etc. So the thing is, guys, is you have to prioritize it, because that's actually one of the number one reasons why most people aren't successful, not just in network marketing, but also in life, but especially in network marketing, because they're not focused on doing the most important things first. So you have to organize and then prioritize. Number two is, once you're organized and prioritized and you've switched everything around, now it's time for execution. And average people have great ideas, but legends, my friends, have great execution. So the thing is, it's not just about what's up here, it's about execution. So, but we can only execute so much by ourselves. So I always believe in execution with delegation, meaning delegating tasks, saying, hey, why don't you help me with this? Hiring team members, people in your downline, perhaps you can assign them tasks, whatever the case may be. But delegation is huge. With accountability, okay, you gotta hold your team accountable. Say, if you do this, then this happens, or if this doesn't happen, then this happens, etc. But you have to keep your team accountable and liable. And then lastly, networking. But before we get to networking, let's continue real quick on the delegation side, because we can't accomplish everything by ourselves. We're only one person. We only have 24 hours in a day. So the old saying, teamwork makes the dream work, could never be more true. Because you have to pick great people on your team that are capable of being trained the right way and doing the right tasks. And it should be a team effort. And so that's why delegation is so important, because you can't do everything all by yourself, right? Like if I stand here like this, like I can look around and try to do everything in the world that exists, but I can't. I'm just one person. So that's why it's so important to do this. And then last but not least, finally, networking. And the rest of this video, we're going to be covering top network marketing tips to make you a success. So let's go over them. Now, the main thing is that you want to implement a learning and development plan for your team. So you want to actually have a plan. You want to plan it out. One of the best things I found is actually finding great personal development mentors and different things of that nature, even if they're just on YouTube, like Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins, Les Brown. So the whole thing is just getting everybody on the same page and just getting them all to have those daily disciplines and to watch at least 5-10 minutes of personal development before they start their day, because then at least they're in line and they're in harmony. The other thing is you want to adopt a service-oriented mindset. So you always want to ask, how can I be of value to you? Yes, I'm selling new skin, yes, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, but you know what? I care about you, Steve or Cindy, and let me know how I can be of the most value to you. Those are the things that people care about. They care that you're not just trying to sell them on something, or you're not just trying to manipulate them into doing something that makes just you money. You have to say, look, I really care about you. This is what I'd like to do. Please join me. This is how much money, I've made, or this is how much money my coach or other people on the team or a part of the company have made. And that is the key, because you have to innovate your approach to rejection. So what that means is, there's always going to be people telling you no. But, as I recollect and as I really think about it, it's like a billionaire once told me. He said, Josh, I never hear no. I always hear maybe, and that eventually turns into yes. So on the next video, we're going to be talking a little bit more about these network marketing tips. But this video should be proven to extremely enhance your life, because it's enhanced mine, it's enhanced multimillionaires that I've coached, and it's enhanced, people that are just getting started that I coach as well. So thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. Apply this strategy. Don't let this just be another video that you watch and you just never do anything with it. In one ear, out the other. Do not do that. Make sure that you apply the steps in this video, because knowledge without application is literally a mental daydream. Thank you so much, guys. Talk to you soon.